Life with Mike and Michelle.
How's it going, everybody?
And today's video, we're gonna tell you our
Love story.
How we
met.
And how we started.
And how we're still together today.
Okay, so you wanna start?
I'll start.
Okay.
So here I am in the military, single guy, getting to the point where I'm bored out of my mind. I have nothing to do, so I thought, what the heck? Let's try a dating service. Let's shake it up a little bit. And a little bit nervous, not thinking, never did it before, thought give it a whirl. So I tried this dating service out, and I'm at home at night, going through the pictures. I see this beautiful lady. I see my beautiful future wife, which I didn't know at the time. So looking at the picture again, leaving it, coming back, and I think 7 times later, my phone goes bling, bling, bling. You have a message. And I'm like, a message? And it was from Michelle. And I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know that the computer and the phone
It's
app,
different.
yeah.
Yeah, because he was stalking me like every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's my first time because my friend Raquel Correa from Canada told me to start the dating site. So he told me, she told me what to do and everything. So I started, you know, putting all my info and put my picture, because that time I don't have like nice pictures, so I have to go find like, it's my old picture, but I think it works good.
Yeah, it worked good for me.
Yeah, so he was stalking my picture like every 5 seconds, like, so you know what? I checked his profile and I was like, oh, he seems like a good guy, so let me message him. So I messaged him, I said hi. And since that was like, we started talking like 11 p.m.
Yeah, it was 11 p.m. at night.
Like that was Friday.
Yeah, it was a Friday night. I'm home from work, the weekend's coming up. And yeah, I did the same thing. I got on Facebook and I checked out her profile. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. This is nice, she's beautiful. And 11 o'clock goes by, I think it was like 12 o'clock, midnight almost.
Yeah, and then he said like, let's meet up
Let's meet up for a coffee.
I was like, is it now? Like, and he said, yeah. And I was like, what? He said 1. I thought that was, I got confused. And then when I said, is it now? And he said, yeah.
She thought it was the tomorrow one.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the tonight one.
And then he drove like, because I live in Seattle and he lives in Steilacoom in Washington. So that was like an hour drive.
Right, so
and I can't say no that time, and I was like, okay, but I was like thinking when he said he's gonna get ready and everything, so I
do whatever.
We stopped messaging.
Yeah.
So I was like feeling sick because it's like, you know, what the heck? What if this guy's a killer? He's gonna rape me, or you know, something like that, you know, because it's like in the middle of the night. That was like, I got scared.
I was scared too. So here I am. She said sure, and I thought, okay, now.
No, because I can't say no that
okay,
time.
but she said yes.
Because
and so,
I'm like, you know, but I checked your profile
yeah,
first.
Typical guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. I wrote my boss, hey, if I'm not in formation on Monday, I went to Seattle. It either went good or I got killed. Before I left, stopped at the gas station, got beer, got gum, bought condoms. I didn't know how the night was gonna go, so drove up to your place pretty fast. I got there, it was like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, is it 1 o'clock? Yeah, something like that, 1:30. And then I was like so scared. I was like going back and forth to my apartment, and I was like, oh my god, what will I do? I'm so scared. I start throwing up. I got a bad headache because I'm so stressed. And you know, and then he was knocking at the door. I have ice pack in my head.
I opened the door, there she is. She's like, oh.
I was throwing up because
I was like, what the heck?
you know, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, so.
It's strange, what you call that? It's very strange to meet up that late at night.
Yeah. It was stupid on both of our parts.
Yeah. Because, you know, for me that night, because for me, I was like about to give up. Like, you know, I'm so sad. I got back from school and work, and the kids are sleeping, and I'm so actually Ronan's not there that time, so he was like, I'm so depressed, you know. And I was talking to my friend Raquel that night, and he was like, you know, try, you know, that was the first time I think to set up that dating site too. We were talking, I was telling her how depressed I am, I gave up on love, you know, poor me, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's the knock, and that's the we met that night. Ever since, so we will tell you how that night went.
Okay, so I'm not a fish eater. I don't like fish. I don't eat a lot of fish.
Of course, so he was in my house. Like, of course, I have to like, oh, did you eat? And you know, I offered him food.
I'm being polite.
So I made like Filipinos always use fish sauce. So I made like ground turkey with potatoes, carrots, and bell pepper. But to season it, we have to use fish sauce.
It's coming up already.
So, you know, I have to offer him food, but he's so polite that I put a lot in his plate that he finished it.
I think I got seconds.
Yeah, because I think it's good, right?
Yeah, so...
But you like it though.
I said I liked it.
But you finish it.
I had to finish. I was being polite.
Okay, so at
Yeah,
least,
it was.
you know,
It's good. It was good, but minus the fish sauce, it was good.
and then so we were just talking. It's like, because I have the headache, and he was like at the end of my couch. I have like a sectional. I have to stay on the end part, and he has to stay on the end part. So we watch.
Social distancing is what we did.
So what we watch, what you call that? Made in Manhattan. That's like that's my favorite movie. So I put on the DVD. So we start watching that, and then we're just talking, and then we finish the show. It's like we didn't really talk that much.
We didn't talk at all. We just watched movies.
We watched the movie. So, and then I feel bad that to tell him to go home. So I told him, you can sleep here in the couch. So he slept on the couch. So I went to our bed, but I'm so scared. You know, I have to get like a chair and put on the door of my bedroom. You know.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, who knows, you know.
Yeah.
And then, but I already took the risk. And then the next day, we
Surprise!
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah, because Marcella is sleeping in the bedroom.
Our daughter, who's about to turn 18, Marcella, at the time she was how old? 9 years old. She comes walking out, and I'm looking at her. I'm
9
like,
or 8.
Who are you?
She's gonna turn 9.
So here, it's our daughter was in the room sleeping, and Michelle was in there to protect her in case I was a serial killer through the whole night. So I was like, holy smokes! I was like, I had no clue. So met her. Things went off pretty good.
Yeah, we went to our first. The real date.
Pancakes.
We went to Pancake House.
Yeah.
Is it Pancake House?
It was IHOP.
IHOP. Are you sure?
It was IHOP.
No, it's Pancake House. Cause you don't. What's your favorite one? Is IHOP, right? Oh yeah, IHOP. So we start. You know, we went there and we went to eat breakfast and we started talking. We went to the beach.
Right.
And then
I tried to kiss her on the first date.
I said no.
She said no. So I thought, what the heck? I'd give it a try.
Of course, I have to be hard to get, you know.
Yeah.
So you kissed me on the second day, but we never had sex for a long time.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about sex.
Okay, so that was when you came home. So what's your first impression about me?
I was blown away. My heart was going pitter-pat, as they usually say. I thought, you kind of remind me of a school teacher for some reason. Really innocent, because she said she didn't drink, she didn't cuss, she didn't smoke. I didn't know that she told me. I got the impression that she didn't, but...
I don't really drink though, and you know that until now. I drink like socially. Like.
Yeah. But I was impressed. I was happy. I was like, wow, she's freaking a knockout, you know, and I still are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So. You go ahead and let it rip because I think I already know.
Okay, so my first impression is I was like, oh, he doesn't look the same as the picture. But, you know.
Was that bad?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
You know, but he's handsome and he's you know, the second time I met him, he's wearing his uniform. Oh
Yeah.
no, is it that? Yeah, he invited me to have lunch.
Yeah.
So we went to eat Korean.
Yeah. And then I screwed up because I asked her, I was like, what do you like guys to wear? Because I didn't know what to wear.
Oh no, that was our second date when we went to Seattle.
Oh. Well, she said she likes colors. So I thought, what the heck, I'll buy a shirt with every color of the rainbow in it. You know, and pants, color, every color. So apparently, when she opened the door, she was like,
what are you wearing?
what are you wearing?
He's wearing like a stripes, orange, green, blue, you know.
Yeah. I didn't know. Well.
But it's okay, you know, we went out and then we went to Seattle that time, right?
Yeah.
Because our routine before is every other weekend.
Right.
Or every weekend. Anyway, no, not yet. Because I remember you had a surgery.
Oh, yes.
He had a surgery and he called me, like we were talking already, like after we met, so we were talking.
She never left Seattle in how long?
I don't drive.
She didn't drive out of Seattle ever.
Yeah, I drive like from school, store, work. That's all I do. So when one day, that was like the first week of our meeting. So I called him. We talked already like occasionally, like almost every day. And then at that time I asked him, so how are you doing? I just got out of the surgery, he said. And I said, what are you eating? So he was eating like kidney beans.
Beans out of the can.
Straight from the can. So I feel bad. He just got out from the surgery and nobody's taking care of him. So what I did, we have this pho place in our area that is like the best pho ever. And then so I bought him a pho, and then I have to drive from Seattle to Stilcombe just to take that soup.
And it's an hour.
It's an hour. So because I feel bad, you know, who's gonna take care of him? He's by himself, and you know. So I took that, and then I have to drive back home because I have to work again tomorrow and go to school, you know.
Yeah, and then she did something phenomenal. She came to my house again, and she made me enough meals to last me throughout that week. Just to make sure,
yeah,
everything Tupperware, freaking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I had my meals set. I never had that before. That was another check mark for Michelle because, that meant a lot to me. I never had that before.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Yeah, you know, and to this day, she wants to know, what are you eating? What are you competition?
No, it's okay. So, but he told me, like, you know what, we're gonna be dating exclusively. That's what he said. And then I found out there's this few girls that's still messaging him.
Oh, we're gonna go there.
Like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah.
And so, okay, so what?
You were about ready to tell how bad of a guy I was.
No, because you know he said that he wants us to be exclusively dating, and then there's like few girls that, you know, and I also that time, okay, well, you know what, there's like guys that like me too, but you know what, to cut it short, so we already agreed that it's just gonna be us dating. We're not gonna see each other. We're not gonna see
other people.
But I never seen other people except for him. That's the fair part for me. But for him, I don't know. But anyway, so our relationship, we since we met, it's continuously, right?
Yeah.
From June, and then June, July, August, September, October, November. Because it's like too hard to drive back and forth. So he asked me if I can move into his house because I'm struggling too, because I'm working.
Yeah.
working and then school and with the kids.
I wanted her to be safe. I didn't like that she was driving that far.
Yeah, and then because every weekend we have to drive, me and the kids drive to his apartment, so we spend weekends with him. So we always have like blast, we always enjoy weekends, you know. And then so we, of course, I said yeah to move into his house because, you know, I'm struggling too financially. So I moved in, then that's the start of our, you know,
Yeah.
so tell me. So
Well, here's the crazy thing is, I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment and it had no bathtub. It's just a small little quarter shower with a sink, and we knew that after a while of living there that it wasn't going to be big enough for us.
yeah, so we found like a 2-bedroom apartment,
Yes.
and then we moved to a house.
Right. Because reasons being, I have my 3 kids.
I have Ronan and Marcella.
Ronan and Marcella. So every weekend we had 7 people in a
Every other weekend.
every other weekend in a 1-bedroom apartment. So we decided to move. We moved to a 2-bedroom apartment, and then
we found a house.
We found a house by the beach.
3 bedrooms. Yeah, that was like very nice. I love that.
Yeah.
house. Yeah, we spent so much memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so we've been living together for 2 years, and then I said, "What's your plan? You're gonna marry me?" And he
Sweat,
said,
sweat, sweat.
and he was like, "Oh, let's take it one day at a time." And I was like, "Oh, if that's your plan, let's move on then." And then that week we got married.
Yeah, it was
He doesn't want.
either.
He doesn't want to.
I was scared.
I'm scared that I'm gonna leave him because, you know, I'm getting old. I don't want to live like living together. If he doesn't have plans for me, then what? I don't want that, you know.
Yeah.
We're getting old too. I'm getting old too. He's getting old, and you know, I wanna have like at least we're married, you know. We're not living in a sin.
Yeah.
And then good thing that happens because he was stationed in Korea.
Yes.
That
Then
was-
once
you
we
know?
got married, because if we weren't married, I would have had to have gone by myself.
Yeah.
Since we were married, I got to take Michelle, Ronan, and
Marcella,
Marcella.
yeah.
We all got to go to spend time in Korea, South Korea, which was freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, we had a blast in Korea. I love living there. I miss Korea.
Yeah.
We lived there for 2 years.
So.
So, you know, so that's our, you know, ever since, you know, we also have ups and downs. We're not perfect as a couple, but, you know,
We made it a point to never go to bed angry.
yeah, we don't sleep angry. We always compromise too. That's one thing. You have to compromise, and communication, and
Lots of sex.
that's what he said. So I think that's like for us, like we've been together for almost 10 years now, so
You got to take your relationship and brush off the dust every once
yeah.
in a while. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we always, this is the last time that we have a big fight, but it lasts only 4 hours. That's our big fight. Like we almost separated, but after 4 hours we realized that we can't live without each other, that we love each other so much. That's why, you know, after that we, you know, ever since our longest fight, maybe 1 hour, we never.
Right.
Because when he's angry, I let him walk or, you know.
Listen to some music.
Yeah, and then if he knows that I'm angry, because in our relationship, he's the one who talks like da 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 da, and I just ignore him.
I've got bad ADHD.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be me, supposed to be a girl who's a nagger, but I'm not. I just let him talk it out if he's angry, and then after a while, okay, you ready to talk? We always do that, you know, because you know, when you're getting old, it's just like,
It gets old after a while.
yeah, you don't wanna be angry all the time,
Yeah.
you know. I'd rather be like,
And now we're in quarantine and we're together 24/7, and it's going pretty good.
yeah, we just
watch
you know,
movies,
watch movies, like,
Give each other space sometimes.
yeah, but at least, you know, we don't fight, we don't get angry, yeah.
I before we're done with this video, I just want to say for how I feel about Michelle. Like if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be sitting here today because it was her that took to find out that I had breathing problems when I slept. She used to not sleep.
I just have to watch him because he scares me when he was sleeping. Like, oh my God, you stopped breathing.
Yeah, I had to
You
go
know, I
back.
have to observe him all the time. And then I told him, you know what, you need to go get checked.
Yeah, sleep test.
So ever since I met him, I'm like his caregiver.
Right. So
How many times, even his heart surgery, I have to watch him. I have to be. Oh no, heart surgery.
Sleep
how
apnea.
Sleep apnea. No, the first thing you got your first. That's the time we met.
My
and
jaw
then
got broke.
His jaw got broke, and his heart. So I'm always on his side.
So when I'm part Iron Man, part robot. So yeah, I got a mechanical heart valve. That was another thing. If Michelle didn't find out I had a breathing problem, I would have probably checked out. The doc said in 2015 they gave me 6 months to live.
Yeah.
And ended up with Michelle figuring out, hey, something's not right with your heart, something's not right with your breathing. That's the reason I'm here today. For 8 years I told doctors, there's something wrong, and they're like, take aspirin. And my wife didn't give up, and
Yeah.
here I am.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So for the married couple, our advice is compromise, communicate, and of course love each other. Like it's for if you want to have like a strong and loving relationship, and also you have to stick together. You know what I'm saying? Like it's better to be with someone that you take care and you love them. You don't show anger all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how do you feel
About
our relationship?
I feel like it's in a good place.
Yeah.
We're both at the point where it's not up here, it's not down here, it's not up here.
It's just
we're
smooth.
straight across.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're smooth.
That's why I'm like blessed because he accepted me with my kids and he loved me for who I am. That's why for all the people that has no love life, don't ever give up because I almost gave up until I found him. And just pray and don't give up. So to all the people, all the ladies like with the same like situation like me, so don't give up on love because who knows, there's someone there waiting for you, as long as you keep on praying for it, because I did pray a lot, like to have this handsome guy. Okay, so
to wrap it up, here we are 10 years later.
So we decided to, after he's retired US Army, so we decided to to build a house here in the Philippines. So you guys wait for our house tour. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's gonna be our next, hopefully our next video within the next week or so. And
Yeah.
I hope you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you again. Thank you once again for watching our video.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
And lastly, make sure that you always say how much you love each other and appreciate each other.
Every day. Even
Yeah.
if it takes a second, just say I love you.
Yeah.
We went 10 years and we haven't missed a day yet.
Every day and every night we always have to kiss each other good night
Yeah.
and I love you.
Yeah.
Right?
If we're on the phone,
On the phone.
I love you. Because if I don't hear it, I love you, it's like, whoa.
He's gonna get
Yeah.
Okay guys. Thank you and
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you for watching and we'll see you on the next video.
All right. Bye.